All right. So, good morning, everyone. Nice to have you, and welcome to the final Oil Lab series. Today, we're going to be talking about essential oils and pain management. So, we're going to just have a little look into chronic pain, emotional pain, and occasional pain. So just looking at the way that we can use our oils and products that we may already have, or hopefully expose you to other things you can contemplate should pain come into your life. So these are just obviously natural tools that you can have at your fingertips to really help support you during what may be a difficult time. So for now, I just want you to have a little think about your own health and well-being by just having a think about chronic pain and whether it's a daily part of your life. And if it is, where you would sort of follow in the 0 to 10 category, just having a think about if it's something that you're living with every single day, or if it's not really part of your life. So just having that sense of rating yourself in the chronic pain. And then emotional pain. Maybe you're going through something as we enter lockdown 2.0. So maybe just have a think about where you feel you're at with that. If you're struggling with something at the moment, or if you're feeling good about this time of quiet and being forced to stay home a little bit more. And then moving on to occasional pain. So this is just something that, a headache, or is there something that you're dealing with physically? Maybe you've got a sporting injury. Maybe neck and shoulder tension is something that you live with every day and it's just part of the way that you feel. So just take a moment now to really think about how you physically feel today, or how you felt in this past week. And if you think, oh yeah, lower back pain, or hip pain, whatever it may be, just rate yourself and from 0 to 10 of where you're at with that. And then just as we go through the talk this morning, we'll just hone in a little bit on certain things that you may or may not be doing, and what you can do to support your ailments or somebody in your family. Okay. So just bringing awareness to which body system needs the most support. And as we have moved through our Oil Lab series, we've really honed in on the importance of what it is that we put into our body. So everything we eat either feeds disease or fights disease. So just bearing that in mind. The foundation of all health and what builds the strongest body is the fuel that you choose to put inside. We can support our body and change the way we feel by using the supplement line that doTERRA have, which is known as Lifelong Vitality. I know we've sort of delved more deep into that a few weeks ago, but just to highlight what the trio system is again, the Alpha CRS is all about cellular renewal and really giving your body the best support and to make sure that the cells are renewing at the highest quality. The XCO omegas are there as the fatty acids, so things that may be missing in your diet. If you're not eating enough oily fish, the omegas doing all that wonderful brain support for development. And the Microplex BMZ is all about the vitamin and mineral support. And these are there to really plug missing gaps in our diet. So if you're eating a good, healthy diet, you may be lacking in certain areas. So taking a trio like that just really brings about plugging the gaps that may be missing. Looking more deeply into the areas of pain and how the supplements can help. So with chronic pain, the LLV line provides a healthy response to oxidative stress, can support your bone health with calcium, magnesium, zinc, and vitamin D, and supports healthy joint function and comfort. With emotional pain, supports the mental clarity and brain function, provides a wide range of omega-3 fatty acids for the gut and cognitive support, and protects against lipid oxidation and supports healthy function of the brain, eye, and nervous system. Occasional pain provides powerful foundational support of vital minerals and vitamins to keep your body performing at peak performance, and is giving you the optimum nutrition that protects your body and speeds up recovery. So as we move through this morning, we'll just focus in on some areas, and I'll talk about certain oils and other things that you can take that will particularly support that part of the pain that you may or may not be experiencing. So the first one is joint pain, and the oil of turmeric is something that you may wish to explore taking. It's most commonly known for nervous system support. And this is an oil that you can apply topically and take internally. It's not one that I ever really diffuse, but I've definitely been upping my turmeric intake ever since we did the talk with Bernie as well, talking about the value of having this in your body. Fresh turmeric is also very good to add into your diet, and I have been doing that much to my yellow stained fingers. But I also use the oil of turmeric, and if I ever make a smoothie, I tend to add like 1 to 2 drops of this oil into there too. And then the deep blue is a brilliant blend of essential oils to support pain, tension. So in this blend, there is wintergreen, camphor, peppermint, ylang ylang, helichrysum, blue tansy, blue chamomile, and osmanthus. And the rub is a really beautiful cream that's easily absorbed into the skin, so it's fantastic for applying to a wide area where you may have that sort of pain. If you feel like I have a hip issue sometimes, and I like to massage this rub into that area should it be feeling tender and quite painful. And as soon as you put the cream on, you get that hot cold experience, and I find that it really supports any physical pain. You can also take deep blue internally, but not as if you have the essential oil. Do not take that internally because that has wintergreen in it, and we cannot take wintergreen. But the deep blue, they have something called a polyphenol complex. And within this capsule, there is the oils of frankincense, turmeric, green tea, ginger, pomegranate, grapeseed, and curcumin. And these, like frankincense, is really good as to support taking inflammation out of the body. So it's an anti-inflammatory. And the curcumin is there to really soothe occasional aches. So you can take the tablet internally to support what's going on in the body, and also then apply the oil and the rub topically to soothe any pain. Moving on to supporting muscle pain. So again, turmeric is very good for this. You can apply topically or take internally. And now I want to introduce you to the oil of copaiba. So when I began this journey of using the oils, I'd never heard of copaiba, let alone actually be able to pronounce it. But this is a brilliant oil to take 3 ways: to take internally, apply topically, and put into the diffuser. It really supports cardiovascular, immune, digestive systems, and is a very powerful antioxidant. So copaiba's main chemical component is beta-caryophyllene. And this is a chemical that's similar to cannabinoids found in cannabis that may protect nerve cells and have benefits for the cardiovascular and immune system. The way that the oil works, it's working on your endocannabinoid system, but it isn't a cannabis derivative, so you will not get high by using this oil. The beta-caryophyllene in copaiba interacts with our CB2 receptors, which give and the oil then gives us an incredible therapeutic benefit, giving instant pain relief, decreasing inflammation, and reducing anxiety. So when I was doing my research for today's presentation, I've come across CB2 receptors before, but I just needed that clarification, which I'm sharing with you now about how it all seems to work. So the CB2 receptors are located mostly in the peripheral nervous system and are especially associated with the immune system and inflammation response. Activating CB2 can relax the body, help it repair itself, and reduce the sensation of pain without impairing cognition. So that's the power of copaiba, and it's really a fantastic oil to work with internally, topically, and particularly if you're experiencing quite severe pain, to combine it with the deep blue oil or the deep blue rub. Marjoram is also a really good oil for soothing sore muscles. So you can look at possibly getting this oil and just diluting it with something like fractionated coconut oil and massaging it into sore and tight muscles should you be experiencing fatigue from exercise or maybe a slight muscular injury. Two other things I'd like to just highlight, which have really helped me in the past when I've had some sort of injury. I'm looking for them because I grabbed one and I can't see one of my props. I don't know if you can see this. This is known as a roller. And this is something that I have found brilliant for whenever I've had an injury or just generally have really tight neck, shoulder, any muscles all over the body. You just actually put this on the floor and roll on it, and it can feel a little severe when you first start it because you can see that there's these like nodules on there that can feel quite sore into tender muscles. But it really helps, especially if you put deep blue oil on before you start this procedure, to just really release tension and just kind of work on healing the body. I really recommend a roller. And the other thing I wanted to recommend that I can't find at the moment is just a ball, something like a tennis ball. Again, just taking that ball and rubbing it into the area. Quite often I'll be against the wall and I'll just massage up and down depending on where the area of tension can be. Rolling it on the soles of your feet is really good if you're doing a lot of running, because it really helps with the fascia and releasing that, and just getting the fluid, getting it moving. So really recommend tennis ball or some sort of small exercise ball. Just having these tools along with the oils and working with the two together can be really comforting and releasing on muscular pain. Emotional pain. So as I've spoken about before, just the power of using essential oils to really help your mood and how you are feeling in any given moment. That sense of just taking a bottle of oil or rolling an oil on and absorbing, taking in the aroma can really change your mood. The reason why it's so effective is all to do with the olfactory nerve, which is sat under this part of your nose. And the olfactory nerve is sending messages to the limbic part of your brain, which is then telling your body, the rest of your body, how to feel. So during these times, we've had a really brilliant blend released a couple of months ago called Adaptive. And in this blend is lavender, magnolia, neroli, sweet gum. And these oils are really there to help relieve the effects of stress. That's what those oils are in this blend for. And then there's 4 more oils in this beautiful blend. There's wild orange and spearmint, and they're designed to energize and uplift. And there's also copaiba and rosemary, which are really there to soothe anxiety. So in the UK, you can purchase this oil in a 15 ml, which is really lovely to put into the diffuser. And you can also purchase it as a 10 ml roller. And again, that's just designed to roll on topically when you need it, when you're feeling anxious or stressed or just struggling with a certain emotion at any given time. It can really help. There's another brilliant blend called Elevation, which is pretty much know what you're going to feel just in the title. It's there to revitalize you. Something that I really love to put in the diffuser, and I never add any other oil into this blend. I just put a couple of drops into this diffuser in the morning sometimes, just to lift everybody's mood. In this blend, there are the oils of lavender, melissa, ylang ylang, osmanthus, amyris, clary sage, Hawaiian sandalwood, hoewood, and lemon myrtle. So to smell it, if you haven't had the experience yet, is truly wonderful. It's just, you only need 2 to 3 drops in your diffuser, and it really fills your home with a beautiful scent that is uplifting. One other oil that is really good for any sort of emotional issues that are coming up is frankincense. Just simply putting this oil on the wrist and breathing it in, notice your energy come down. I love to use this oil every single day, and it's one that I use topically a lot because it's really good for your skin. But I know that as soon as I put it onto my skin in the morning and the evenings, just the smell of frankincense, just find it so calming. And it's also a really good oil to take internally because of its anti-inflammatory properties. Moving on. So moving on to digestive pain now. So the Terrazyme is a whole food enzyme which you can get in a capsule. So if you feel like you're struggling with your digestive system, struggling to break down foods, this can really help support that. It supports the cofactors that are often deficient in cooked, processed, and preservative-laden foods. So it's not something that I take every day, but say, for instance, you know, if I have the occasional splurge and we order some takeout food or go to a restaurant, then I'd like to take a Terrazyme because I'm just not sure of the oils that the food has been cooked in and how it affects my digestive system. So I really like to support my digestive system by taking this Terrazyme. It helps improve the digestion of fats, proteins, complex carbohydrates, sugars, and fibers. PB Assist is the probiotic, and it's in a very special capsule which enables it to get to the gut. It doesn't get digestive on the way down to your tummy by any acids, so it's in a very protective capsule so that when it gets to your gut, it's in the right place to help with producing good gut flora, supporting the build of good gut flora. Another brilliant oil blend to support your digestive system is Zengest, or it's on the PDF as Digesten, because in different markets they call it different things. It's a really lovely blend of aniseed, peppermint, ginger, caraway, coriander, tarragon, and fennel. So whenever you have any mild tummy ache, any severe tummy bug, anything like that, this is a brilliant oil, not only to take internally, 1 drop in a glass of water, or apply it topically to where you feel the pain is. And always remember, when you are putting the oil on your tummy to support the digestive system, to apply the oil to the tummy and work it in the way that your digestive system works. That's going down and then back up, just rubbing that, massaging the oil into there. I also think it's a brilliant blend if you've ever sort of have feelings of nausea. It can really help reduce that, travel sickness, that kind of thing, because of the ginger and the caraway in there. But it's really been brilliant whenever I've had an upset tummy. I just really get using this oil, make a tea, drop of water, and just kind of flush the bug out with what's going on. Tamer is very similar. Well, it's very similar to Zengest, but is more designed with children in mind because it's spearmint rather than peppermint, so it's a little bit more gentle. Just applying that oil topically the same way I've just showed you can really support children if they're having tummy grumbles. I know whenever my boys have had any kind of tummy issue, as soon as I get these oils onto them, be it the Zengest in a roller or the Tamer, they really don't complain for much longer. It really just helps release gas, whatever the trouble is. They also, doTERRA also produce a peppermint supplement, a Zengest supplement that is also done with calcium carbonate. And so they produce this because they know that people sometimes have very sensitive tummies. So if you feel that that's you, you can still get the oils of peppermint, ginger, caraway, coriander, still have the benefits of that internally, but it's in a calcium carbonate tablet. So it's just more gentle on your tummy. Moving on to head tension and migraine. So this is me, you know, everyday pain. I think we all have that time when have head tension, a headache coming on. So oils that can really help you. Copaiba, again, you can apply this topically, take it internally and pop it into your diffuser. If you're applying quite a lot of the oil, make sure that you're diluting it in some carrier oil before you're putting it on the area of where you may be feeling the tension. Frankincense is also a brilliant oil to use should you be having that migraine headache coming. And they recommend that you put the oil of frankincense on your thumb and plug that to the softer part of the roof of your mouth, the soft palate, because when applying the oil to that part, it gets absorbed into the mucous membrane much faster than if you were to put it under your tongue or on the hard part of the roof of your mouth. So try to plug the oil to the back part of your mouth. There is also a blend called Past Tense, which is really designed for the head tension. And this is a blend of wintergreen, lavender, peppermint, frankincense, cilantro, marjoram, Roman chamomile, basil, and rosemary. It's a really potent oil. And whenever I use it, I really am mindful that I don't get it anywhere near my eyes. So I very much plug it way back here if I feel like I've got that head tension, because it has rolled into my eyes before I knew better. And it's not very pleasant. I mean, nothing bad happens. It just brings the tears, but it can feel quite uncomfortable because it has wintergreen. That said, the oils are really good at the combination of this blend is brilliant for any kind of headache tension. So normally, depending on where I'm feeling the tension, tend to just roll this oil. It comes in a really convenient roller, and just roll it all along the hairline as to wherever I'm feeling the tension in my head. Eucalyptus is also there as an option for supporting head tension because it may be related to congestion in your head. Particularly, I think if we have colds, we can sometimes suffer from headaches. So eucalyptus is a brilliant oil to work with. Again, applying to these areas where we may feel the congestion, inhaling it through your nose. Yeah. So that is headache and migraine tension, and always trying to support your whole body with taking the lifelong vitality supplements too. One other thing I wanted to mention, did I not bring, is that if you don't necessarily like the taste of oils such as frankincense or copaiba, when I take these, I just take them neat. I don't mind the taste of either of them, so I'm very happy to just plug them into my mouth, etc. But if you feel that it's not necessarily a taste you're enjoying, but you want to receive the benefits of the oil, then you can get the veggie caps, which are really inexpensive, just I think £4 for about 180 or 150 of these in there. So they last forever, and you can see the capsule here. It's just a very simple procedure of putting the oil into this capsule and topping that up. All right, I think that pretty much completes the series. And just to mention, if you know of anyone that is in need of essential oils in their life please spread the word. Next week, I'm offering a free class to introduce people into the world of essential oils. So if I can send a sample to anyone you know that may be struggling with anything, I'd really like to do that. So please just send me a little message or an email or a text or however you want to communicate with me, and just let me know if I can support any of your family or friends with an essential oil sample, because I would be delighted to be their guide. All right.